ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Musical People and Journeys new rock album review show, episode 10 of 16 for the month of March, as we review albums released either in February or before. Welcome to my panel, to Chris, to Trish, to Lauren.
Hello, hello.
And of course, call out to wonderful William and to Simon. Simon has become a new dad. Rupert, great, well done, fantastic. As the show progresses, we'll probably go, and Rup as well. Anyway, today we are reviewing Architects and the Sky, the Earth, and all between. So, Architects are a returning band. We previously reviewed a couple of years ago Classic Symptoms of a Broken Spirit, and that scored 3.5. Will this improve? Will Architects go down? What can they build here? What can they build? Let's start with one of our Screamo aficionados, or not, Chris?
What's that? Screamo, yes. Growler, no. And that's kind of the problem here. So I really liked the start to this album. Architects, I thought this is going to be brilliant. It's going to be great for all of about maybe 45 seconds to a minute. And then the Growler started. So it starts off with a song called Elegy, which is kind of like a eulogy, but not quite. There's a U missing. And I was really, really liking, there's some techno influences there. The really nice, clean vocals. And then the Growler kicked in. It doesn't really show up for most of the rest of the album. It's all over the place and not my cup of tea. Whiplash Black Hole kind of carries on the same thing. There is a really nice song for Everything Ends, which is a brilliant song, but not enough to save the rest of the album from the score that I gave it. Growler's the problem, I think. The Screamo, as it comes in later on, I actually kind of liked, but it doesn't take away from the bits where the Growler just makes, as far as I'm concerned, it almost unlistenable. So for the bits that I liked, they really kind of brought it up, but the Growler kind of took it back down again. So yeah, not really a fan, I'm afraid.
Oh, now somebody who's changed on her journey, Architects, Trish.
Right. So, I have to start by saying what a feckin' awesome banger of a tune Everything Ends. Yes, I'm starting my review with the fourth track on the album, as I was eagerly anticipating listening to this album. So, I listened to it as a whole before I wrote my notes, to my normal procedure of writing notes while listening as I go along. It's had a great balance of softer vocals mixed with screamo growlo, being able to understand the lyrics of the songs and musically on point with variation. It flowed well and was easy to listen to for me, that the end came before I knew it, leaving me wanting another listen and pressing play again. This album hit my new sweet spot. This album gave me the sky, the earth, and all between.
Well, she's definitely from the sky because she's an angel. She's here on earth, and she's all between us. Lauren, your foray to the Architects.
Yeah, so I was really excited. So much like Trish, I've been going on a bit of a journey when it comes to screamo and stuff like that. I've always been one of those people where I've said, it's not my thing. Lyricism is a big thing in music for me. If I can't tell what you're saying or singing, then I'll really struggle to engage with it. But as time has gone on, the more I listen to it, it's like you learn the language. So I started to enjoy it. Much like everyone else, I absolutely adored Everything Ends. That for me, it put an absolute shift in on that album for me. It was absolutely brilliant. It's gone on my normal playlist. It's over and over and over, and I love it. There were some other little bits where, like the other guys have said, the growlo, not my sort of vibe, so it sort of lost a little bit there for me. But overall, I really enjoyed it. It was heavy. I found it quite engaging. Some songs had like the Bring Me the Horizon-y vibes and stuff like that, which is one of my big loves. Gotta love Ollie Sykes and everyone. A little bit of a crash there musically. It was just a bit screamy and growly to understand in places, so it just lost a little bit there for me. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was a really nice new sort of discovery for me. I'd heard about them in like my periphery of my rock journey, and just thought, nah, it's just going to shout at me. I can't be bothered. So having it actually put in front of me and gone, you need to listen to this now because we're going to review it. Yeah, really enjoyed it. Everything Ends, fantastic song, and also little shout out on Whiplash to featuring Gordon Ramsay. I appreciated that deeply. Yeah, overall really good. Really enjoyed it.
Quite frankly, if it wasn't for that track 4, this album would have been a complete waste of my time. It would have been time that I would never, ever have got back again. It is the complete antipathy of what I dislike in rock music. Way too much growler, way too much screamo, couldn't understand a bloody word, skip by the end of it. On the second listen, skip. Apart from that one track that was a decent song, I hated it. I absolutely hated it. I couldn't stand this album in the very slightest. And actually, when I look back, I actually give the previous album a rating. So I didn't bother listening to the previous album where there was a bit less screamo in there or more clean vocals. But, you know, hey, I recognise it's incredibly well produced. I recognise it's incredibly well performed. I recognise that they are very good at what they do. But what they do is not for me, quite frankly. It's just, no, absolutely not. Yeah, not my cup of tea in the slightest. Couldn't stand it. Really couldn't, apart from that one track. However, William and Simon absolutely adored this album. Now, actually, previously, but yeah, we go in if they score 4 or more, and bearing in mind that it'll probably be my score that will get cut here. Only five scores will count. Last time I gave this a 2, Trish gave it a 3, William gave it a 5, and Simon gave it a 4.5. Will we improve on that? They got 3.5. Let's find out, shall we? Chris?
So for me, it was a 3.5.
Now that surprises me.
Everything Ends. Everything Ends brought it up enough to be able to get that.
Really?
But the rest of the album, yeah.
It sounded like you were very similar to me with the rest of the album, but maybe not much hatred.
So it's the growler thing for me. The growler brought it down, but the screamo, fair enough. I sort of grew up with stuff like, you know, Linkin Park and Chester Bennington, who will forever remain the god of screamo because he brought it all in and he was brilliant at it. I'm not comparing this to him because you can't, you never should. But screamo works for me. Growler doesn't. I think that's one of the things. So yeah, for me, it was the growler that took it down. But Everything Ends is a real belter. So yeah.
Fair enough. Trish?
5.
No surprising. Both Simon and William give us 5s. So that's exciting. Lauren, you only have to give us a 1.5 and it gets into our Hall of Fame. Without any shadow of doubt, I think I'll be brutally honest. I give this a 1, mainly because that one song there really. So all Lauren has to do is give it a 1.5, and it's in the Hall of Fame. Lauren,
I gave it a well-deserved for putting a shift in Everything Ends. Well done. A 4.
A 4! Congratulations, Architect. I mean, 4.5, 22.5. I mean, that's our top 3 albums of the year so far. Whoa, up there. And more than likely could well get into our shortlist for Album of the Year. Congratulations to Architect. And I'm sorry that I was a Debbie Downer. So the sky, the earth and all between. Thank you very much for joining us. What do you think, Architect fans? Are you like me? You don't like the growler to screamo? Do you love that? Leave a comment below. Hit the like and subscribe button. And thank you very much for joining us. Goodbye, everybody. Keep on rocking!
Wow.